est-ce que vous êtes allé chercher ces photos?
I love this. I can do this the whole day. Yeah, when I see this, think about my hometown, the city I grew up, the city where I met a lot of people, the city that I know, and I think the city that I love the most. But just like I love to play football, but I think as everyone in Rotterdam knows, especially the people who know me since I was young, know that I love gymnastics. I had more gymnastics than with football, so the ball was not that important to me as it is right now. But still, because all my friends loved to play football, it was still an important part of my life. So and also because my grandma told me I was not allowed to do gymnastics because it was really dangerous, she said. Yeah, I choose to play with a ball with my friends. Yeah, the first stadium where I played was Sparta Rotterdam Stadium. Yeah, it was amazing because we had a game before the first team was playing. We were playing with the youth team. I think it was under 11, and we were playing against Willem II. That was the first time we played, or I played in a stadium with a big crowd. So yeah, it was an amazing feeling. I still get goosebumps when I think about that feeling. To be honest, from the moment that I was playing football, I was supporting both. Also because I lived in Rotterdam West. Sparta Rotterdam is in Rotterdam West. I support that club a lot, but when I really was into or get into football, Feyenoord Rotterdam was basically getting my team. And yeah, also because it's a bigger club, they were playing to be champion, and they had a lot of supporters, and also because they did great things, and their supporters were amazing. So yeah, also a few of my friends was playing for Feyenoord, so I was supporting both. But if I really have to choose, I think it's Feyenoord. Here you see a picture of my two brothers, Rashid van La Parra, Georginio Wijnaldum, and Royston Dante, who is my cousin. As you see, football runs in the family. It's also something we all love. The family love football a lot. And I think we are blessed that we are really talented with football. But I have to say, when we are together, we don't really talk about football a lot. We do, of course, because we love it, and it's something that we do daily. But we are more interested in the family because we all have children. So when we talk about the family part more, and the things what we do next to football. But the football part is a big part of our life. Yeah, with friends, we obviously play together. Royston is older than us, so he was with a generation older than us. I play with Rashid with the national team under 21. Giuliano is 2 years younger than me, so also because I was a talented player and I played a lot of times with teams that were older than me. We didn't really play together, but we play against each other. Yeah, that was nice. Also good feeling, a blessed feeling that we are lucky to be in a position where we can play at professional level against each other. And when I come back to the youth, Royston and Rashid were playing for Feyenoord. So against Rashid I played a few times. Royston was older, and also he played with guys who were older than him. So because he was talented, so I didn't play against Royston. But you see each other in the youth, because it's in Rotterdam. You go to games. So when I was playing Feyenoord, because Rashid and Royston were playing there, they looked my game or I looked their game. 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐢𝐬 was easier because we lived together with my grandma and we both played for Sparta, so we could see each other play more often. So yeah, it was a good time. It was a fun time when I think back at the time that we played football in the youth. The first game that I played at the age of 16 was unbelievable. Also because in my mind I always had 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐢𝐬 as an exemption, because he made his debut when he was 16. He's a Surinamese person who born in Suriname. My parents come from Suriname, so in the community of the Suriname people, he is the biggest football player we had. So my whole family was talking about 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐢𝐬, and my whole family was following. And I think also because of that, I had him as a hero, and I was like, okay, he made his debut with 16, and I wanted it also. So always when I was playing football, I just had one thing that I really want to achieve, and that was to make my debut with 16 years. So from the moment that I went from Sparta, or when I started Sparta, I already had like, okay, I have to make my debut with 16 years. And I'm happy that Sparta, but also Feyenoord, give me the opportunity to achieve that. Yeah, when I think back, it was unbelievable because I was training with the first team when I was 16. And I have to say, all the players, the older players, the senior players were helping me a lot to settle in to the team, to get a better player. Some moments they were really hard for me, but a lot of moments also because I was humble and I want to learn, they helped me a lot. So I remember when I was sure that I'm gonna make my debut, that Pierre Verhooydonk came to me and said like, you should not feel pressure. The pressure is for us as senior players. The only thing what you have to do is to enjoy. And I will always remember the things he said before the game, and that's what I did. I went on the pitch. I know the first thing what I did was looking around in the stadium, because I went there as supporter and also as academy player. And I was one time I want to play here with in the back of my head as a young player like 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐢𝐬. So from that moment I was like, okay, now is my time and I have to shine. So unfortunately we lost the game 4-0 against Groningen, but I enjoyed to the fullest, and that's something I will always keep in my heart. Obviously winning the Champions League is already a good and great feeling. It's so good that it's difficult to explain what you feel in that moment, because as a young person you always look up or looked at the games on television and you see that people or teams are winning the Champions League, so you always think like, okay, that's something I really want. And I think what makes it special also the way we went to the final, the game against Barcelona, where my input was big when I came on and scored 2 goals. But for me, the biggest achievement was to win the Champions League with Liverpool, also because that's a club what I really love, and also the way the supporters support the team is unbelievable. When I think back, I'm always like, okay, I'm so happy that I was able to win the Champions League for a club like Liverpool, because the supporters are amazing. They deserve it, also because they stay behind the team years in and years out, also when it was difficult. And I have to say I have the same feeling now, also with Paris Saint-Germain, also because the club are invested so much to win something big like the Champions League, and the way I saw and see just how the supporters are supporting the team. I think that makes it extra special to win a trophy like the Champions League. So the feeling is the same. I already came to Paris a few times with friends and with family because it's a city that I like. You see a lot of tourists. You know, it just feels good to be here. So when I had days off, 2 days off, I flew to Paris to enjoy my days off in Paris. And yeah, now even more. I like the way French people are. So now I see that they want to help me. They are so kind for other people. But also as a city, I think it's an amazing city. If you see the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe. Also because I like to make pictures, I think this is the best place to be to make pictures. So I already feel home here in Paris, and I think it's gonna be better. And when I talk about ambition, I'm just here yeah, to win everything we can win. And when you see as a player that you have fans that supports the team so much and supports the player so much and do everything that the team can be as good as possible, you want it even more because you think and you know that achieve things and win titles is something they deserve. So yeah, for that I'm here to achieve things not only for myself but also as team and also for the fans in the city.